Now this is called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. There's a great lesson in this. You want to listen. Many years ago, in a beautiful valley in Greece, a poor farmer had built his house. His most valued possession was a flock of sheep. They gave wool for clothing and meat for the table, and the farmer guarded them carefully day and night. Often he took his young son to the pasture where the sheep grazed. The boy loved to go with his father. He liked to play with the lambs and to eat bread and cheese under a tree at noontime. When he was thirsty, he drank from a stream that ran clear and cold through the meadows. One day his father taught him to carve a pipe from a willow twig and to play little tunes on it. Years went by, and one day the farmer said to his son, "You are old enough now to guard the sheep, and there is other work about the farm that I should do. Go with them to the pasture and guard them as I have taught you to do." At first the young shepherd enjoyed taking care of the flock. He kept the lambs from straying and found new meadows where the sheep had eaten all the grass in the field. He could take them there. To amuse himself, he made up new tunes to play on his pipe. But after a while, he began to find his work tiresome. "I am," he grumbled to himself, "with only a lot of stupid animals for company. I'd like to hear the sound of a human voice once in a while, but all that I hear is the silly bleating of a flock of sheep. Bah, bah, bah." He complained to his father, "I'm tired of spending all of my time with a flock of stupid sheep." "Well, I'm sorry, my son," the father replied, "but there is no one else to send. For many years I have watched the flock, but now there is much I need to do. In a few years your brother will be old enough to act as shepherd. For the present, you are the shepherd and the guardian of the sheep." The boy felt ashamed. He knew how hard his father had worked to give his family a comfortable home and enough to eat, so he tried hard to take interest in the sheep, and for a time he was content. Then he began to get restless again. "No one ever led such a stupid life as mine," he thought. "I wish a wolf would come from the forest, then at least I would have a little excitement." Then an idea came into his head. "The people in the village can hear me if I shout, 'Help, help, wolf, wolf.' They will come running with spears and pitchforks. But when they do, I will get to visit with them." And that's exactly what he did. He cried, "Help, help, wolf, wolf." And the villagers came running with spears and pitchforks, but when they reached the pasture, of course, there was no wolf. The boy told him that the wolf had run back into the forest. Some of the men doubted him, but a few felt sorry for the boy and stayed with him for the rest of the day. Oh, he loved that company. So in a few days, again he shouted, "Help, help, wolf, wolf," and again they come running to his aid. This time, however, the few who had been so friendly before were suspicious when they found that there was no wolf. "If there had been a wolf here," said the mayor of the village, "there would be some tracks for his paws in the soft earth beside the stream." The boy pointed out some tracks, but the mayor said they had been made by sheep, not by a wolf. No one stayed with the young shepherd this time, and as they went back to their work, they were very angry. After all, they had lots of work to do. "I believe that boy is deceiving us," said one of them. "I'm sure of it," said the other. "If he calls again," said the mayor, "we are to pay no attention to him." Now, a few days later, a wolf really did come from the forest and dashed right into the middle of the flock. "Oh, help, 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 wolf, wolf, wolf," the young shepherd shouted in terror, for he had nothing but a shepherd's crook as a weapon, and he knew he could not overcome a huge, fierce wolf with that. But this time the villagers paid no attention to his cries, but went on with their work. He started to run toward them, shouting all the way. When he came to the village, he found the mayor standing in the doorway of his house. "Why did you not come when I shouted?" he demanded. "Don't you know that a great hungry wolf has come and eaten several of our good lambs?" "I'm very sorry to hear that, son," the mayor replied, "but you have deceived us twice, and so we thought you were just deceiving us again. If you want people to help you when you are in trouble, you must call for help only when you really need it. You see, my son, no one believes a liar, even when he speaks the truth.